Dude, what did you do? You owe me a 10-second car now.
Oh, Jan, man, shit, I messed up real bad yesterday, man. In this wet weather, I just was not prepared for this power putting down in this car, man.
Dude, tell me what's happening.
Yeah, dude, it's just, pulling away from the traffic lights with a bit of too much enthusiasm, putting a little bit too much acceleration, snapping the gears from first to second. I lost traction in the rear. The roads were very wet. Temperatures was 3 degrees outside, so the road was freezing. And the back end came out. I tried to do some corrective steering, a bit too much correction, and I caught the front of the car here with a headlamp, a light post, and that was the end of my day, man. It was really a terrible way to end the weekend. Really unfortunate, but luckily nobody got hurt, nobody was injured, just a beautiful car. It's going to be a real shame now to try to fix it, a bit more extra work, extra time. Hopefully the insurance doesn't give us a hard time to pay out and help us to make the car back to looking good again. Jan over here from Next Level is going to help us to do the best we can to fix it up, make it safe and ready to drive again on the road, hopefully soon. Stay tuned and don't forget to help us out with this. Now we need your support more than ever, guys. Please help us get to those 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize the videos and make sure that we can support the build, get the car working again. Yeah, this was not part of the plan, guys. This was not what I had in mind for a new car. I haven't had the car for a month and Jan's really looking at me very disappointed. He's like, come on dude, I sold you a beautiful car, man. What did you do to it?
Now you need a driving cursion for the time is ready.
That's the worst part. I've had so many driving lessons. I've had skid pan testing. I've had advanced driver training. You just can never have enough preparation and experience for these kinds of things. Unfortunately, accidents happen to the best of us. I've had 14 years of driving with no accidents, and yeah, what can you do? Let's have a look, guys, and see how it looks. Yeah, so having a look here at the front, you can see this is where the impact point was over here. Light post hit the car straight on the front left of the car there, just narrowly missing the chassis over here, but you can see here the chassis is slightly bent in over here, so we're going to have to try and get the chassis straightened out a little bit over there for the integrity. Luckily it missed the radiator, so the radiator was good. The bumper over here sheared clean off. There's most of the bumper laying on the ground over here. Mud guard sheared off. The headlamp smashed inside there. The sway bar at the bottom here snapped off. That's pretty much gone. Not that it helped anyways because the car was so flipping twitchy. You can see inside here the strut tower still looks kind of okay. I'm not too sure the extent of the damage because the bonnet won't open. It's jammed over here in the front, so we're going to need to try and open that up just now and have a look inside of the extent of the damage. The wheel where it hit the pavement broke over there. Again, these were the replica TE37s, so not the original TE37 rims, and that's why they broke, because of the impact from the pavement. Having a look to the back of the car here, you can see the fender has actually slided up, so it's shifted up from the impact from the crumple zone onto the door. So the door was a little bit jammed, and you can see here where the door nicked the back panel here. Back tire, again, where we hit the curb, coming off from the pavement yesterday. I'll overlay a picture of how the car looked at the accident scene. Back of the car is all good, the rest of it's all fine. We didn't get any damage to this side of the car, thankfully. So everything on this side looks okay. It just looks worse than what it is. Oh yeah, of course, airbags went off. We had the driver and passenger airbag go off, so thankfully we had a safe car. We both got out of here safely. Just to set the record straight, we were not filming, we were not doing any video work. We were just taking the car out for the day to do a photo shoot, and on the way back, a bit of an unfortunate event. So yeah, sad way to end the weekend, but all things can be fixed, and she'll be back. So Jan, can you tell us a little bit about your professional opinion about what you think the repair work is going to look like?
It's hard to say because if she's standing like this. We're first going to strip the car down, all the broken parts off, other parts off. We're going to see what is damaged. The chassis has some dents in it, so we have to measure it down. And then we try to find the right people to make the car straight again. And from there we're going to work with new parts, make it drivable again first, and then the right body than the old,
some overnight parts from Japan.
Overnight parts from Japan, yeah.
Just like in the Fast and Furious movies. Man, what a flipping kind of reminder back to the way things were in the Fast and Furious movies. Not planned at all, of course. This is all just a complete accident, you know. But it's funny how things turn out. Yeah, unfortunately. Guys, again, just a bit of a disclaimer, you know, don't drive reckless in the winter, don't drive too fast, try to make it easy with a car that has a lot of power. These things can get the better of you sometimes. Even as an experienced driver, you know, with a lot of years of driving with accident-free, these things can happen, guys. Be careful out there. It's winter, it's cold. Put some proper winter tires in your car. The car was still standing on summer tires. It was not really good for the traction, for the power on these roads in winter. Just be careful out there, guys. Be safe. And always make sure to wear your seatbelt, guys. The seatbelt and those airbags saved our lives. Luckily, we were in a safe car. Alright, we managed to get the bonnet open over here. You can have a look there. We just had to unscrew the bonnet latch because it was jammed on there with a bent latch. You can see here the strut bar here, actually on top there, saved quite a lot of the chassis, but it looks like there may be some damage to the strut towers there. We have to see when the fender comes off, because the fender's now bent up against it, so we can't really see underneath there. So we're going to have to unbolt these over here, get it off. But you can see here, here's the reservoir for the water bottle. That looks to be okay. The radiator is still intact over there. The front bumper rail here, this has been damaged a bit, so that needs to be replaced. Obviously the bumper here was sheared off over there. You can see there more details inside. The wiring harness over there, this is the main ignition wiring harness over here. It seems to have been damaged. Also the lighting wiring over there for the headlamp. The fuse box is still intact, that's all good. All of the mountings over here still looks good. Engine's still in one piece. Everything here is still good. Battery's still good. We just disconnected the positive terminal here because there was some exposed wires down the bottom here. You can see otherwise the rest of the car is still okay. Everything's in good shape. Pretty much in good condition. So that's a good plus. Saves quite a bit of money there. The most important part here is obviously the hood, which we're going to replace with the carbon fiber Muggin style bonnet, and of course the fenders and everything we were going to replace with the bumpers with a wide body kit. So that's not really the end of the world. The biggest problem here, of course, is the bent chassis. So we're going to have to try and see if we can get that straightened out a little bit over there. You can see the kink over here where the lamppost came through into the car there. So with a better look now, Jan, what is it looking? A bit more promising?
We can save it, of course.
Anything can be saved, man. Anything can be saved, guys. So again, if you have any comments, if you have any questions, feel free to give us a comment down below. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, then give us a thumbs down. But all the help you can give us, guys, we really support it. We really appreciate the support. And yeah, thankfully nobody got hurt, and all things can be made right. Let's do our best to make things right, guys. So thanks so much for giving us support. And yeah, unfortunately, in all seriousness, you know, we have to be safe on the road. So just be careful out there, guys. Tow hook here is bent. See, yeah, that's bent. These wishbones over here still okay, still intact. Chassis still okay over here. Nothing bent this side. Just a bit of rust through there. Nothing we didn't know about before. This whole side here is good until about here. The shock tower there was supported mostly by the strut bar. So that gave us some suspension mounting over here, but look at how far apart it's moved. So it saved most of the strut tower here, the shock tower, from the strut bar, thankfully. But this whole piece here is going to have to be cut off here, and this whole bar here is going to have to be replaced. We've just removed the radiator over here to take this piece out. What we're going to do is actually we're going to replace the subframe because of how much rust is in here, to get a new steering rack in here. So we're going to drop the whole engine and the subframe out from the bottom of the car, and then we're going to send the car away to get the rust treated with the sandblasting. Make sure that all of the rust is being removed from the chassis. So all the body panels are going to come off, the roof's coming off, the interior is coming out. We're going to send the car away onto a trailer on a rolling chassis, something like that, with some wheels, with the engine and the subframe dropped off, and we're going to roll the car out like this onto a trailer, send it away for sandblasting so we can repaint and respray the entire chassis, engine bay, and when we get the new wide body kit, we will put the new wide body kit on, the new fenders, the new bumpers, and the new subframe will go back in with the new engine. We're going to do some internal work into the engine, make sure everything is good as new again, and in a couple of months this car should be looking back to good again. We will keep you posted. So that's it for me, Dutchman Seb, guys. Until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for now. Cheers.